let me ask you this final question, um, about work. So the school time is over. Yeah, now you have a different age. You have to deal with this work situation. You're going to work. You're going to merge with different people. Maybe they are not aware of the of some of the things that you need to, or how you process information. And so, give us how is your experience in this area about working. Um, I don't know if I made myself clear, but it's about that.
Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, yeah, so that can be really hard because often there's a lot more support sometimes when people are kids. And then it's like, cool, well, off you go into the world. See ya.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
also, a lot of people aren't diagnosed as well, so they don't know that they're neurodivergent as well until they're older. Or they don't have access to support and stuff. And yeah, there's just so many things to think about with work. Getting to places on time,
yeah,
like doing what your boss or whatever has told you to do, and like processing that, and like explaining your needs to those people. And yeah, uh, a lot of autistics and ADHDers can burn out easily, like
yeah,
because we have like a hyper connected nervous system, uh, and so yeah, that can be challenging. Also, yeah, there's a lot of different challenges with working and stuff that yeah, that can definitely be hard. Yeah. Um, I think I've been really lucky over the part. Oh, well, when I had was working with Steiger and the team, when we had a team, uh like that, like we were all very, like all my teammates and my team leader were very aware of my neurodivergence. And I wasn't the only neurodivergent in the team as well, so yeah, we were all very like open about that, which was cool. Yeah.
it
um
is.
yeah. Before that, I had a few jobs, like working in early childhood as a reliever. um yeah, I think like the executive functioning side of things, like getting to places on time and having a routine, and like a good schedule is quite hard. Yeah. And staying on top of all the things that I need to do. I mean, that's still hard now. And now I work for myself, and that's like good and bad. I'm like, and yeah, I mean, because I don't have, like, I have an advisory board, and but like I'm like, the person who is leading Island of Misfits, and like who, yeah, so that's very interesting. So yeah, work is an interesting journey for neurodivergence for sure. A lot of people end up having a lot of multiple different jobs over their lives, getting kicked
Mm,
out of jobs, getting fired, like not having accommodations. I think I've had like the privilege of having a lot of good experiences. And then there's definitely, challenging times, especially with people who didn't always understand. And I wasn't always good at advocating for myself and what my needs were. Probably some of them I didn't even know about at the time. Yeah, so that's definitely a journey.
yeah. So in this journey, you believe that as a neurodivergent person, you should be open about your diagnosis, or you should keep it to yourself. Where's your take on that? Maybe there's my question is wrong because it's not one size fits all situation. But what is your take on that? We should be open
Um,
about our diagnosis, or not.
I think it, yeah, really depends on the person and the situation. I mean, I'm open about it, um, and but like it also depends on how the other person views the diagnosis,
Yeah.
because if they're just going to hold it against you, or assume things about you because of it, then sometimes that's not always helpful. I think it's helpful whether you say your specific diagnosis or not, like being specific about your needs. Like you can also talk about accommodations without actually saying your diagnosis. Like, oh yeah, when I'm working, I'm going to wear my headphones so I don't get distracted by other people around me and stuff. So I'm going to do that if that's okay with you. Or like, oh,
Yeah.
I need some things written down because I really struggle with remembering things or remembering the steps and
Yeah,
something.
that's true.
So could you write it down for me? Or could you set me a time? Like, could you give me a deadline for this project, so that I am more able to do it to the best of my ability.
Mm.
Yeah. Or just like some of those things I think I've started saying, as I've been more aware, but that comes with a lot of self-awareness. Yeah. But like those specific things, yeah, like giving them specific, I think, examples, like, because if you're just like, oh, I'm autistic, or like I have ADHD, like that could mean a lot of things for different people. And yeah, it's vastly different depending on the individual. So yeah, just giving them like specific ways and how they could support you, like your specific flavor of neurodivergence. Yeah.